We are live in the Asiatech podcast studio. My name is Graham Brown. We've been counting down the top 5 startups from our recent awards. We had a vote for the startups most likely to succeed in 2019. 7,200 people voted, registered LinkedIn members voted for that highly sought after award. And we got that down to 5 outstanding startups. And we have one of them here with us today. So welcoming to the studio, back to the studio, well, Daphne from Jupiter Chain. Welcome back.
Hi, Graham.
And for the first time, Ernie.
Hi, Graham.
Nice to meet you. The Jupiter Chain team. Let's talk a little bit about who you are first. You came on the show quite a while ago, I think it was, 6 months maybe.
Yeah.
It was a different setup maybe, and
Yeah,
it looked a little bit different.
Yeah.
We were in the early days.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Jupiter Chain. You're both co-founders of the company. What's the, tell us a little bit about the company itself and also the origins of the company, Ernie.
Right. So Daphne and I co-founded the company about 2 years ago. So the company is called Jet Trade. We started by doing technology solutions for trade finance related applications. That's where we started from. My background is actually in blockchain. I come from academia, basically from SMU, where I did blockchain related research. From there, I moved on to IBM and did some blockchain work there as well. And I recently kind of joined Daphne. So I founded the company, but I didn't officially join them until about 6 months ago as well. Okay. And we started the Jupiter Chain project. Right. So the Jupiter Chain project is really about dealing with data on blockchain and how to manage and use the data. Right. So it involves not just data privacy and consent. It's also about being able to process and analyze the data so that it can be used for different purposes while retaining privacy at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And how many people are you now?
We are about 15
Yeah.
at the moment. Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
So you joined 6 months ago.
Yep.
And the company's been going 2 years.
Right.
You're based here in Singapore. Well, where are you now in your journey in the sense of funding rounds, all that? What's public at the moment?
Right now, we have some of the private funding that has started, since inception of the company. Right now, we are more or less focused more on the business expansion side of things, moving into ASEAN, that we have already started like 1.5 years ago. So continuing on this journey for that.
Okay, great. Excellent. Okay, well, I want to talk about the voting and how you hustled the votes. How many did these guys get? Do you remember how many votes you got?
No.
250, 300 something? Barrett, you know? 300 and something. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But came in at number 4, number 5. Where did you come in the ranking?
I think we are first in blockchain category.
Oh, yeah, first in the blockchain
Right.
category.
And we are third in the overall category.
Third in the overall category. Really? Okay. Excellent. Well, before I give you the coveted award, which you can put on your mantelpiece in the company HQ, how did you get the votes? Let's talk about a little inside strategy here. How do you get people to vote for you? There were different stories, different strategies. We had People Wave come in here, and they went out and hustled the votes. They won. We had Impress AI, who came in at number 2. They got people to go from co-working space to co-working space, asking people to vote for them.
Wow.
So these guys, they were in the 800s of votes. They did pretty well. But I mean, everybody in the top 10, I think, did really well. And the point is that we have investors who watch the show. They're always interested in which startups can hustle. There's a bit of a validation in there. Can this startup get people to take action? And that could mean voting, or it could mean buying a product, right? So even though it's a bit of fun, like doing the voting, there's a serious message in here that there are a lot of startups out there have great products, great technology, but they can't activate the network. But you managed to. What did you do?
Okay, to be honest, I didn't know that we were actually, in the top 3 of the blockchain category. So our focus was mainly for the blockchain category first and foremost. And because, our team member Vanessa was saying that we actually got into second in the initial phase. And I don't like to be second. I'd rather be 10th or the first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we went straight for it. A lot of organic votes, a lot of, immediate connections in terms of our ecosystem partners and supporters, I would believe.
Yeah.
But the interesting part is it's a game. I mean, it's fun as well.
Yeah.
And I think we won by 1 vote for the overall category. So really the quote that every vote counts.
Absolutely.
You know, yeah.
Great. That's good. I think number 2 was FST, wasn't it? Funders Token.
For blockchain category?
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
yeah.
That's
So there was only a few votes in it. But well done. Excellent. And I
Thank
think
you.
it's a great case in point. We're talking about hustling, getting out there and activating the networks is a good sign. People believe in you enough to vote. You know,
Right,
people
right.
live busy lives, right? You know, to actually vote means something. So, on that note, I'd like to present you with the trophy that will hopefully sit on your corporate mantelpiece. But here we have for the ATP Asiatech Podcast Startup Most Likely to Succeed in 2019, coming in the top 5. Well done, well hustled, well worked to you guys at
Thank you.
Jupiter Chain. Excellent. Congratulations. Round of applause. There we go. So, little speech.
Little speech. Okay, this is a beautiful piece. I think this is the second kind of mental piece that I have. The first one was in primary school for a courtesy award.
Oh,
I shall pass on to Ernie now.
there, go on.
Right. I guess we'd like to thank everyone for their support. Really, our social networks, our network of friends and supporters out there. We do want to make sure that we do deliver on the technology. We're working very hard on that.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll see more to come from us pretty soon. Cool.
Excellent. Hopefully, that turns out to be true.
Right.
What it says on that award. That
Well, I
you are.
definitely do hope so.
Yeah, well, let's see. And there is 2020 as well. There'll be another awards.
Mhm.
So it'd be good to have a before and after and see how your year went. Looking forward to that.
Definitely. Yeah.
Guys, thanks for coming to the studio today. Thanks for sharing your story and thanks for involving the whole team and your network in these awards. I think it's well worked. And, you know, we get investors look at this show and they're now saying, can you make introductions to the people on your list? Because there is something, not only just the fact that you're able to hustle and get out there and activate a network, but also people care enough about what you're doing to better vote for you. And it's not just like 10 or 20 people, it's hundreds.
Right.
You know, and
Mhm.
blockchain's a very competitive space, right? The fact that, you know, you had over 300 people care enough to vote for you says something. You're obviously doing something, right?
Cool.
So let's see how it goes this year. I'd love to have you back on the show at some point as well. So 2020,
Great.
let's see how you do on the awards.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
So, Jupiter Chain guys, Daphne, Ernie, thanks for coming to the show today.
Thanks, Graham.
Thanks, Graham. Yep.